Raise your hand if you're an agent. All right, we got a couple. Love them. I'll try to speak in binary for you. What a wonderful panel. I'm very excited to be able to moderate this with these four brilliant people. I'm going to learn a lot. I'm Sam Newman from CoinDesk. I head up the innovation practice, so I'm going to take a lot of notes on what we're talking about today. But I would love, Lele, let's start with you. Just give us a 20-second who you are, and then we'll go down the panel.
Hi, I'm Nikolas. I am one of the co-founders of Pi Network and heading the technology. Pi Network is a social network with tens of millions of people with its own embedded cryptocurrency, Pi. People have been mining it for the last more than 6 years now. They've been using it, they have been creating apps. And one unique feature about Pi is that every account on the blockchain, before it's activated, it needs to pass identity verification.
All right, so what I want to start with, and again, you can give me a really short answer, is in the worlds that each of you are playing within the infra side and in AI, you know, I wanted you to give me kind of the analogous place we are in the technology spectrum, right? So if we think of YouTube and streaming video, are we still the VHS era when it comes to what we're doing? So Nick, let's start with you.
Oh wow, so that's a good question. So I think that every time in history there's technologies that are being invented, and then there's a little bit of lag and a little bit of time between when they are invented and they are actually being massively used. So that's where we are with Gen AI. So especially with the generative AI and AI in general, there has been a leap forward, a breakthrough in what the models can achieve. And now is the time to build great apps and great products. In the same way that, you know, when electricity was created, not every house had it, not every industrialization wasn't there, or when the combustion engine was there, not everyone had a car. What was the exact product was not really known. So that's where we are right now. It's an exciting time to live.
All right, well, the combustion engine, that's what I'm taking away from I don't know how many of them are synthetic, I don't know how many of them are real, but in dealing with the vast numbers that you're dealing with, are you worried that at some point it kind of goes out of control where this massive, this group mass starts to do the things it wants to do whether you want it or not?
Yeah, that's a problem, a challenge not only for Pi, but for the world going forward, because now with generative AI, it's becoming less and less easy to distinguish a real human from AI. It used to be AI used to be pretty dumb, you could tell immediately, but now it's not that easy. So Pi opted for following a unique approach, which was to KYC every single individual using identity verification, turning your head left and right, and all that stuff. And we think that this approach is going to be very useful, especially in the future, when you want to distinguish between 1,000 fake bots and 1,000 real people, especially in a world where you want to be able to meritocratically and fairly distribute value or other applications like this. You need to be able to identify who's human and who's not.
I mean, Nikolas, when you're talking to the Pi Army, and they're vocal, are they vocal about decentralization or are they vocal about Pi?
So I think that in general, when we're thinking of decentralization and AI, and there's another aspect. There is, of course, the technical challenges and how we can embed this in technology, how we can do the training, how we can distribute the reports. But there is also the concept of value capture. So in a future where more and more work is done by agents and by AI, it is important to make sure that the value is not only captured by a few individuals or a few companies. And it can be captured by a large number of people. And that's where blockchain in our projects can come to play. And the founders of those projects and the people who are working on it need to come to think about how blockchain can help with the value capture.
Everyone goes back, but we are reinventing a new way of commerce, a new way of engaging with each other. So just give us final thoughts to start with you, Nicholas, on what it means to bring agents, stablecoins, decentralized AI networks together and build the apps of the future. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, so I think that I will take this as follows. I will say that people need to build great apps, great products. Once you have a great product, it will trump everything else. And in order for you to do this, you need to have a lot of trials, and today is a great time with generative AI, where there's a lot more people who can create and try products. So networks that have a lot of people will naturally be able to have a competitive advantage in being able to empowering them and creating a lot of different products and a lot of different value. So by having value, eventually you're going to convince everyone else to accept it.
David?